Hey guys, Black Phantom RT back with another video. As you can see, I'm currently in my friend's shop, the one we were in last time when I changed the daytime running lights. But today I'll be changing out the springs, and that's why I'm here. As you can see, I received some Eibach lowering springs in the mail. Purchased them about a week ago, I think. I can't really remember, but yeah guys, we're gonna be changing out the springs to all four wheels, lower the car. The front's supposed to be a 1.7 drop, and the back's supposed to be a 1.8, so approximately like 2 inches. As you can see, the back ones have a bad wheel gap, and that's really why I wanted to lower it. I just want to give the car a better stance, just make it look better. So I am going to be measuring the gap, show you how much it is right now and how much it is after I put the new springs on. And unfortunately right now I'm recording with my phone because my camera battery died. As you can see, it's currently on the charger. So yeah guys, once that gets charged up, I'll start using my camera. But for now, I'm going to be using the phone. And before I actually start this video, I just wanted to let y'all know, the reason I haven't really been uploading is, I haven't really had much content to make. I guess I haven't been able to buy parts or anything. And I also got a new job. I don't work here in Hereford no more. I actually work in Amarillo. I'm a apprentice electrician. So pretty much I help out, I'm earning. I'm starting off at the bottom, work my way up to the top. But yeah guys, as y'all can see, I have all my tools in here and stuff. But that's really why I haven't been uploading. I usually get out of work like at 8, 9. And then by the time I get home, it's either 9 or 10. So yeah guys. Luckily, I don't really work weekends much, but most of the time I just, I just want to relax. But there really hasn't been any content for me to make. I haven't been able to, race. I haven't really ordered any parts. This is the first time I've ordered parts in like 2 months. So yeah guys, but that's pretty much all we're going to be doing for this week's video. So I'll probably do one at a time. Probably do the front ones first because they're easier, and then work my way to the back. So yeah guys, I'm gonna get everything ready, start picking up the car. I'm gonna measure all this first to show y'all. So let me get all that and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright guys, so here's the front tires. I'm about to measure the gap real quick. So I'm gonna try to get it from the top of the tire. It's about 2 inches. That's from like the top of the tire. So that's 2-inch gap in front. And then the rear, I think it's even worse. Yeah, it's about almost 3 inches. So we'll see what that number changes to, once we put the springs on. It's supposed to be a pretty big drop. It's supposed to look a lot nicer. That's really the main reason I got it. I know some people say it's not worth it, or that it rides different, it rides like shit usually. Who knows? I haven't tried it out. Maybe I like the way it drives. So I'm gonna be installing these on my car. I'm gonna get everything out of the car, start lifting the car, take the wheels off, and I'll get right back with you. Alright guys, so it's been a while since I last recorded now, but as you can see, I got one of the lowering springs on, got all that off. I wanted to go ahead and do one before I showed y'all how to actually do it, because yeah, I'm new to this too. I've never done it before. I'm trying to get the hang of it, trying to learn how to do it. It's actually not that hard. It's actually 3 bolts on these front wheels. I'm still not sure on the back wheels. Gotta check it out, but as you can see guys, the new lowering spring is on. looks good. So I'm about to put that back on, you know, bolt everything back up, tighten it, make sure everything's on good. Then I'll start on the other side and I'll be showing y'all how to do it step by step on that side. So I'll get back with y'all. All right guys, so as you can see, it's all back together. Springs in there, everything's all nice and tight. So I'm about to put the wheel back on, tighten everything up, you know, the lug nuts, drop the car, and we'll see if you can tell the difference now, but you probably won't be able to see it, so you know, so I'll put the other side on. So yeah guys, I'm gonna put the tire on, drop the car, and we'll see what happens. All right guys, so my camera is finally charged. As you can see, lifted the car. First thing you want to do, of course, take off your wheels and tires, whatever. Okay, and so right here, you really have three main bolts you need to take off, which of course, the upper control arm, which is that one right there. You want to take that one off. And then, hold on. Down here, your lower control arm. Hold up, guys. Alright, that one. And then this one right here. I forgot the name of it, but it's gonna be on this side. You want to take that nut off. I was having a problem with that one on the last side because it spins over here, so you have a problem, you know, trying to take off the nut. What I did, I don't even know how I took it off, but once I was able to loosen it a little bit, I put a pry bar right in between it, and you know, it stopped from spinning. That way I could actually get the whole nut off. So that's how I did it. So those are the three main ones you want to do. That's the one you want to do first, of course. Then the lower, or actually, I mean, I don't know if it really matters how you do it, because I mean, I didn't do it in order, but I was watching a video that I found. He does that one first, I think the upper and then lower. I mean, I did the lower first, then the upper, then I took that off. Maybe that's why it was a little bit harder, but I'm gonna try to take that one off this time, and probably the lower then the upper, or maybe that one then the upper then the lower. But yeah guys, let me get my tools and I'll show you. Alright guys, so what I've been using is a 18mm impact socket, 21mm impact socket, and my Milwaukee impact. It's one of the small ones, but it works. It's fuel, so I mean, those are pretty strong. It works. And then I put the car on a jack stand, that way I can use the jack to hold the caliper up, you know, the whole system. That way I don't put strain on the lines, which you're supposed to disconnect this line right here. You just take it off, that way you have, you know, a little bit more. Then like I said, the first one you want to take off is that back one, or at least that's what I'm gonna do this time. Maybe it'll help me out, who knows. Let's see. Oh shit. Well, that broke. Alright guys, so let me find another one and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I had a smaller one, I had an extension. Let the camera focus. Oh, we don't want to focus. Alright, so I had a smaller one, I had an extension, put the socket back on, and I was able to take it off fairly easy. This one I have no problems with, as you can see, and I did fuck up my finger. But yeah guys, there's one. Now, let me see. I'll probably take off the lower, because I mean, it's a bit easier. So yeah guys, let me change this out real quick. On that one I did use a 21mm socket. On the rest I'm using an 18. And sorry about the recording guys, I'm trying to do as best as possible, but I mean, it is just me. Whoa, that one's a little tight on this one. Let me go ahead and take that out real quick guys. It's a little bit harder trying to hold the camera, but as you can see, it's that one. It's the lower control arm. Then after that one, I'll take off the upper control arm. So yeah guys, I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so I got the bolt for the lower control arm out, but it's stuck in between there since I still have pressure. So what you want to do with the upper is loosen up the bolt, but don't take it all the way off because this is tight. So what you want to do is grab a hammer, you know, a hammer or anything, and just hit it, pretty much beat on it till it like falls. It did take me a while on the last one, but pretty much just beat on it. You'll see it drop down. Once it drops down, go ahead and take the nut all the way off. But have something on the bottom of your, you know, the whole thing. That way you're not putting pressure on your lines or anything, messing any of that up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, it dropped down. Man, I don't know why my camera's having problems focusing, but as y'all can see, it dropped down right there. Has a little gap. So what I do, once I get that gap, I pick it up a little bit. That way my nut don't have pressure. And I loosen it up a little bit more, and then I take the nut all the way off. So let me go ahead and do that, guys. I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got everything off. This is the bolt to the lower control arm. There's the nut to the upper control arm. I like to put the things back, you know, that way you don't lose them. And here's the one to the tie rod, I guess. Can't really remember what it's called, but as you can see, just put it back. That way you don't lose any of these parts. And so once you got all that off, what you want to do, come up here, take your strut cover off, and you take these bolts off, which I can't remember what they were. I do have a socket somewhere over here. I'm gonna have to find that, but I think it's a 10mm. I'm not sure. Let me find the right size and I'll let y'all know. So I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so I actually found it, and it's actually a 13mm. So what you want to do is take these off, but hold the strut. I made the mistake of not holding it and it just fell down on the last one. But what you want to do is just hold the strut, take these three off, and you can take the whole thing out. So let me do that real quick, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down. That way I can hold my strut. I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as you can see, pulled the strut out. It is a little hard sometimes. I mean, just try your best. You know, it is gonna take a while. It's not always easy. And it's not always gonna come out the same way. So I can't really tell you how to pull it out, but I mean, just try to get it out as best as you can without, you know, damaging it or anything. So let me put this right here real quick, you know, just to hold it up. Because like I said, you don't want to put any strain on your hoses or anything like that. You don't want to mess them up. Alright guys, so I got that there. So what I did with the last one, because I had put the spring compressors first, but I couldn't take the nut off. So what I'm gonna do, and what I did on the last one, is loosen this up a little bit first, slowly. You don't want to take it completely off, because you know this is dangerous. This is something scary. If you don't really know what you're doing, or you know, just don't really have common sense, or want to be too much in a hurry, I wouldn't recommend doing this, because this is something dangerous. It can hurt you really bad, could possibly even kill you. So be careful when you're doing this. But what I do is loosen this up a little bit, not take it off all the way, but just a little bit. Then after that, I put the spring compressor on, tighten it up, then I take it off all the way and slowly loosen the spring compressors. That way the spring don't come flying out or anything like that. So let me get all that real quick, and then I'll show you how to do it. Alright guys, so I did loosen it a little bit. As you can see, it's still holding on. You don't want to take it completely off, because that could just make it fly out, you know, it just burst. And like I said, it can really hurt you. So what I rented these out from O'Reilly's, you know, the free loan tools, whatever. You have to pay for them, but once you return them, you get your money back. So I mean, I think it's worth it if you don't want to buy the tools or don't have the tools to actually do it. So what I do, I might need 2 hands for this, so I'll try my best to show you. See if I can place the camera somewhere. Alright guys, so this is a little bit hard, but pretty much put these on. As you can see, it has that little thing, push down. Put it on your other side, push that down, and then you tighten it up, but with your impact, of course. And I think that one is a 3/4. It's a different socket. So let me go come get it real quick. I know I already have it over here. Alright guys. So you put your 3/4 on, like I said. Then you just tighten it, because you want the spring to compress. That way this is holding it and it's not going to go flying out. So you put both of them on the same way. And so let me do that, and then once I put both of them on right, I'll show you how to do the rest. Alright guys, so as you can see, got both of them on. So now what you want to do, go back to your 18mm socket. You're going to go ahead and take the whole nut off. Be careful, because you know, you may never know, so always try to stay clear. I'll probably take this outside just in case, because that's what I did with the last one. But you know, stay clear from everything, be away from people. I mean, just try to do it somewhere safe, somewhere where if it does go flying off or something happens for some reason, you or someone around you won't really get hurt. So I'm gonna go outside for this, but as you can see, I have a lot of room out here. And we'll get the impact. We'll go ahead and take it off. I'm sorry that I can't really record this stuff for you really good, guys. I wish I had someone here. My friend isn't here at the moment. He's out like around Dallas because he's doing silage. As you can see, they built this all on their own. Pretty badass, but yeah guys, it's just me here, so I'm trying to do the best I can. Alright guys, I'll see if I can get this for you. I'll put the camera around my neck. Alright, so just put it on there and loosen it. You can see that came off. So now you got your spring compressors. I forgot the socket, so let me get that real quick. And you want to do the same, or these, it's a little bit different. You want to take them off slowly. What I do is, you know, go back and forth, try not to take one off at a time, you know, just evenly take them off. That way you have the same amount of pressure coming off on both sides. Sorry about that, guys. I have my finger on the camera. Alright. So as you can see, spring compressor. Let me try to pick that up a little bit. Slowly take those off. Let me switch to the other side. Alright. I put these on backwards, but exact same thing, so I'm just slowly take it off. As you can see, that one's off. So we're pretty much on the safe side. Now just this one. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, that's off. It's not that scary, but you know, you just want to be careful. So let's take this back inside. Get that on. Alright guys. Need to come back for my strut, but as y'all can see, the spring is off. There's the spring compressors and everything. So you pretty much just want to pull them off now. It's a little bit harder, but let me go ahead and take that off real quick, guys. See if I can place y'all somewhere where I can see. Alright guys, so I don't know what happened. I guess it turned off. I don't know if y'all saw this part, but I pulled it off. As you can see, it springs by itself. And so when you put these on, where it says Eibach, oh shoot, where's it at? It's right there. Oh, that's this one. Right there where it says Eibach, you want the letters pretty much, you know, up and down. You want it right. And to tell which spring is which, let me see. As you can see, it has the numbers, and then that right there is supposed to be the letter F, which is front. So those are your front springs. Let me go get the rear spring to show you. Alright guys, let's see. So zoom out real quick. Where'd it go? Sorry about this guys. Alright, so there's the Eibach. There's the letters. My camera don't want to focus for some reason. Alright guys, so I don't know why my camera won't focus. But as you can see, right there it has a little R, which means rear. So these are your rear springs, which you can tell the difference. You know, those are a little bit longer to where these are a little bit shorter. Alright guys, so pretty much what you want to do, see if I can place y'all right here again. Alright, let me flip the screen on the camera. Alright guys, so what you want to do, grab the spring. Like I said, you want the letters facing up. I'm not sure if you can see it. And you put this in there. But you put it to where it's hitting right here, watch. When you put it on, you want it hitting that spot right there. Right on it. That way once you sign it, that's where it's at. And let me go get the strut real quick. Alright guys, so we got the nut. Come back for the impact. Alright guys, so once you got that, sorry guys, once you got that, pretty much want to get this one. As you can see, look, it's a little bit hard. I don't know, my camera's not focusing. Alright, right here guys, it's the same as the top one. You pretty much want the bottom of the spring to hit right there. You want it to hit on that spot, so once you tighten it, it's not moving around or anything. Let me show you. Alright guys, so I got it. Let me flip the screen real quick. Sorry guys, it's a little hard. But as you can see, the spring's in there, and that's what I'm talking about. That piece, you want the bottom of the spring to sit right there, and the top to sit right there. And then it's pretty easy to put these on actually, because you don't even need your impact really. You just push down a little bit The nut catches like nothing, as you can see, guys. So you don't need the spring compressor. I mean, not the impact, but you don't need the spring compressor no more. You pretty much push it down a little bit, put the nut back on to where, you know, it catches. Then you go get your impact and you tighten it up. And that's pretty much it. Then you do the steps backwards to put it back on. Which, I mean, it's a little bit easier. It does get a little hard. Whoa, bright out here. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. I guess it's too bright out there or something. The camera went just full white. But you get your 18 millimeter. And you tighten it back up. And you're done with it. You pretty much just put everything back together, guys. So, let me tighten it and I'll give it right back. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, tightened up all the way. Spring is still seated where it needs to be. So you go ahead and put everything back on. I'm probably not going to show that part because I really want to try to get this over with. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything together, guys. And then we'll move right on to the back. So I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, it's all put together. Springs there, struts in place. All this is back together. It's not that hard really, but make sure you have everything tight. You know, you don't want none of that loosening. And I put my covers back on. But what I do before I put the cover back on, hit it one more time with the impact, you know. That way I make sure that that strut is tight and my spring is tight. And don't go overboard with the little nuts for the strut, because you don't want to strip them out either. So yeah guys, that one's pretty much done. Go ahead and put the tire back on it, lower it down, and we'll see how it looks since both front ends are now, you know, changed. So I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, I'm done. It is much slower. I measured it and it's about like 1 inch from on top. Only problem I have now is my jack's stuck under there. So now I gotta figure out how to get that out, you know. Maybe I can find a smaller jack, something. But yeah guys, I mean, it lowered a lot, as you can tell, because before I could easily get that jack in and out. It's all the way loose. And maybe I can pull it out. I don't know guys, I'll have to see here in a little, but I mean, it looks nicer. Now I'm ready to start on the back. Lower that gap down, because that's just ugly. And so after this, hopefully if I finish on time, I'll be taking the car, getting the tires changed, putting some 305s in the back, 275s in the front. And yeah guys, it's gonna look a lot better. Probably do a burnout and get rid of those tires, you know. I'll have to see, but yeah guys, let me try to get that out and we'll start on the back. Alright guys, so unfortunately I was unable to record the installation on the back ones because it's not hard, just more complicated. Helps a lot when you have someone helping you out. I literally took like 2 hours on the other side, and me and my friend just did this one in like 10 minutes. So help really helps. But pretty much on this side, you want to take this bolt out and the one connecting to the frame of the car. But before taking those out, you want to put pressure on this, that way the spring won't shoot out. And you pretty much lower it slowly and then just put the new spring in. It's not that bad, but yeah guys, we got it in. About to put the tire back on, lower it, so I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're all done. Car is much slower now. I actually already measured it, and up here it's like 7/8, barely an inch of wheel gap, and back here it's about like 2 inches. And it's still, the springs are still settling in, so it's probably gonna drop a little bit more. We'll see, but it looks nice. I'm about to go get my tires changed and everything, so I'll probably be uploading a burnout video. But that's it for this week's video guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I'll keep y'all posted with more videos. Thanks. Alright guys, so it's probably been about a week, 2 weeks since I installed the lowering springs. I really can't remember, but I just wanted to put this at the end, you know, update y'all. The springs have settled in a little bit more and it looks a lot better. The car is much slower than what it was before. I was just editing the video, finishing it up and everything, and I mean, from what it used to look like, it looks a lot better, because the wheel gap on the back was horrible. I didn't even realize it till, you know, till I did this. Like, it just makes it look a lot cleaner. And I wanted to apologize because I know at the end of the video, I know I didn't get the installation to the rear springs, and then, you know, I was just in a hurry because I was trying to get my tires put on. As y'all can see, these are 275s. The front, they're a bit dirty, car's a bit dirty, just been working. But in the back, I got the 305s, 35s, 20s, and they look a lot better compared to the regular 275s. They're a lot wider, they stick out. But as you can see, car looks much better. I'll probably be shooting another video on the lowering springs because I haven't been able to get it aligned. Unfortunately, they told me if I were to get it aligned, my camber would still be bad in the back, so they don't want to do it for me. And I looked it up, and I have to buy this camber bushing kit from Eibach that helps with it. It pretty much, because I mean, everyone already knows that the Chargers have bad camber from factory. But when putting the lowering springs on, it just gets even worse. So you have to buy some bushings. That way it helps it out. It pushes it back, you know, that way you can straighten it out. That way you don't have bad camber. And I don't know much about it, you know, but I do need the part. I think it's around $100, hopefully for both, because I need, you know, one on each side. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this week's video. I'm sorry I haven't been able to edit it and everything. I've just been busy with work, like I said before. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I'll try to have more stuff coming, you know, more races, all that. I'm thinking about dynoing the car. I'm still not sure. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll keep y'all updated. Just make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep y'all posting more videos. Thanks.